With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
And you better choose wisely. That's my heart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's my heart. Dying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get.
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And we're off from Baltimore. He's going to field this at the 2. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And our first play of the game is going to net them a single yard.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, but you couldn't do it.
They get 27 on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
He brushed him off with ease. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
QB keeps the 2nd down option. Escapes the defender. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Connects on the crosser. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. Mitchell gets it from the gun. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, who are going to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal.
It's not! It's not! 180! What is it on? You are X. Go. Middle.
Right there, baby.
What is it?
Lamar now from the gun. Has it in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
All right, got to get 4 here, Brock, or they're going to have a tough decision to make on this opening drive.
Report!
Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Taz Walker touchdown. Here's Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Hill now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. This is the first carry for the rookie from Northern Illinois. And he gets it forward to show about a yard out of that. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Setting up to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Throw here, 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
First down, play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
A give now to Henderson. Good defensive effort here, drives him back across midfield onto their own side.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Throwing on seconds. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Shotgun handoff to Henderson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. They send a man in motion. Third and long, they're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Bengals have a first down.
10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone on first. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. It's the Ravens flying to an early lead. Back to the bank in just a moment. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. Looking to throw here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that brings up 4th and long. Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. McPherson's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You feel it. All right, look at the quarterback. Never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
Jackson on 3rd and 1. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So read here and get to Mitchell. And that is exactly why you rally to the football. Not through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens now lead by 10. It's a Taz Walker touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Kicking team out to try the extra points. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens drive their lead to 11.
14. Bengals 3. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. On the return, this is Etienne. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Throwing now off the play action. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Back to throw. Has it downfield working the left. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals make it a one-score game in the first half. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level, because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And he'll decide to pass on the return here and take the touchback instead.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10.
Report.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Short pass brought in. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Cut.
Here's Lamar. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens now lead by 10. That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens drive their lead to 11. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. On the return, this is ETN.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's first and 10.
Here we go. Mikey, 18.
Starting on the ground with Henderson. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up second and
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Sticking with Henderson. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the crunch for moving the chains that time.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. Off the play fake, he'll throw. On the move, headed right. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch could still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, and you got to take advantage of that opportunity, defense just did.
So it'll be 2nd and long upcoming on the other side of this 2-minute warning. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22. They send a receiver in motion right. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. It's his running back. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with a running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Third and long for him here. And the defender's there to knock this away. And that effort means it's 4th down.
That one really stings, Gabe, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Here's the snap off for it. He finds it beyond the marker. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. What a play to beat this defense on 4th down. 23 yards and a first. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Henderson here from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll go play action. And a cover but just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Air it out on third. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they get this down to the 28. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they face second down. Trying to throw this from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Gain of 15 there. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Trying an inside give to Henderson. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're in the 1st and goal. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. He keeps it himself. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bengals make it a one-score game before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals cut the lead down to 4.
To kick off for Cincinnati.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. This one's sent up for Lamar. And that is a crunching hit that ends our opening half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. He's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go. And he gets a bunch of yak on top.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Here we go. 60 Eagles.
Keeps it on the option here. Makes a tackle. He's still going. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Smash. Let's go now. 18 Cardinal.
Henderson on the give. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
Receiver in motion, going left. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Rolling out to his left. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Here we go, set. 1918. Hurt. 19 Lion.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
What a great opportunity for him. You can almost feel that bounce in his step. Facing the southpaw, and he gets to rush the blind side. Anytime he beats that right tackle, it just comes down to his closing speed and his finishing ability at the quarterback. That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
180.
Pistol snap to Jackson. Finds the football outside. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Finds the in route complete. Gets some space around midfield. And he will get this inside the 30.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and to give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That one's complete, right side. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
180. 180. Hey, Ozzy. Sit up.
Lamar throwing again. Buys time, rolling right.
But once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running room, just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. You found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone.
13. Get on. 180. Get on. Sit up.
The give now to Mitchell. He pushes them a little closer to the 3. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. And that is Cox. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens grow the lead to 7. Extra point attempt coming up. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Ravens grow their lead to 8. this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. And up headed left, Henderson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Back to throw now. Complete out to the right. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still brought not enough to avoid 3rd down.
Now here's a spot where the timing's got to be absolutely perfect, Kate, between the quarterback and the receiver. That throw is made before that receiver's ever thinking of coming out of his cut. Too early, it's incomplete. Too late, it's headed the other way.
Diving forward, and he makes the catch. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
And the Bengals first down.
Henderson's going to take this straight ahead. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
They're throwing it. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Bengals.
They go with Henderson here. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
If there's ever a play we can call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run. Pretty sound stop there defensively.
Throwing it on 2nd down. And he's got it. It's in close. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. He's going to keep this one. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Bengals shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. The fact that they pulled that out on a 1st and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did. And I would have loved to seen those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you put those guys in the huddle, the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go. And that group certainly was.
26. McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. This one left for Lamar. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Lamar now from the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. Oh, this big guy is moving. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens stretch their lead on the final play of the third. Now they'll try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens push the lead to 2 scores now. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. On the return, this is ETN. And this drive will start inside the 25. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Finds him on the slant. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Cincinnati.
They'll try the right side. Here's Henderson. Breaks the tackle. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gain about 8, 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Pete, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Not on the same page with his tight end. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. This is Henderson. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. To the air now on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Setting up the screen with Henderson. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They gain 11 on that play. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
1st down, Bengals.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Put the body on the line for his team. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Let's go.
A handoff for Henderson. Running left. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
And give him 10 yards there. A lot of the work done as they set up 3rd and very short.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Here's Henderson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on this 2nd and inches. Mitchell gets it from the gun. And this is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First down, here's Lamar. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for him. They were thinking interception for a second. The incompletion is still pretty good, too.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Lamar. This is Cox. That's Walker. They get this down to the 28. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Ravens first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
One drawn up here for Lamar. Cuts it to the right sideline, and he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens push this to an 8-point game. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens push the lead to 2 scores now.
42. Bengals 33.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Hill now to return it. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Throw left side, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Bengals losing by 9. 2nd and 3 now. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Here's a throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Throwing the out route complete. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
At his own 49-yard line.
Looking to throw it. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. Get the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. That play, Brock. That play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, and the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers. And he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 18-yard line.
Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10. Back to the air following that pick 6. Lowe finds his running back, Henderson. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. They'll pick up at 17. And the Bengals have a first down.
At 17 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
Back to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line. He's going to throw it. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times.
Ravens get him. Down he goes. And that's really one of the only things this offense couldn't afford to see happen, Brock. It's 4th and long. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
So it ends as a win for the Ravens. Well, we